She won nothing of it. She won nothing. I didn't even, I wasn't stupid enough to even run it past her. Eastern European women, remember?
Oh,
Yeah, wouldn't have gone down well. So I behaved myself.
Man, this is crazy.
Yeah.
It's Eastern European women because, okay, the Tinder that you asked, I think we crossing stories here because the Tinder you just asked, yes, that was the cause for the fight. However, we were in a moment, I'll have to say that, I can't keep that for another episode. We were in a moment in a relationship because we were having a global argument about our future. Because her parents were wealthy, right? Her father was like from the army, like high up in the army in Czech Republic. You know, he dealt with bombs and that was a big thing. And now he's got all this money, you know, and all this honor or whatever. And they gave her a mansion, like a house with a pool, a beautiful house and a gated community somewhere in Czech Republic. I was in Brazil at the time. She was a professor in Calgary University in Canada. And the biggest argument was because I personally wanted my future to be in Canada at the time. She wanted me to go and be with her and live with her in this new house in Czech Republic. But the thing is, her mom didn't like me. Her whole family was racist, like really racist, man. Like, and then that's the problem with these countries. Like a lot of them, like these old school people, they still carry their races.
Yeah, they're old fashioned. Yeah, they want to always stick to just
like the white skin, blonde or whatever.
Yeah, so you didn't fit that narrative for them.
Yeah, they didn't really anticipate his daughter falling in love with a black
dude. So you kind of knew that it wasn't going to lead to anything.
No, so this was the argument. Like, I'm not going to go to your country. And she's like, I don't want to stay in Canada because I kind of understand her. Like, I can't be that selfish. Like, her dad was going through some, like, issues, like health issues. So she wanted to be closer to her family. I wanted my future to be in a better place where there's not much racism. Yeah. So I wanted in Canada. But then we agree in Canada, Czech Republic, and then I get a letter from the government, or Australian government, we want you here to be a mining engineer. So that's when I was like, I'm going to Australia, are you coming? She's like, nah. All right.
Well, at the end of the day, everything works out for a reason, I think. You know, you wouldn't be here today for that. So
And one, sorry for cutting you, the thing that brought me talking about that is because you said your girlfriend at the time, East European, she didn't want anything to do with it. She did not want anything to do with me for my social media. Like, she was totally against it.
So was mine. She hated the whole spotlight thing. So she didn't like my my passion. I loved the social media. I loved the whole events and parties. Actually, the point of my relationship with her, because I was with her for almost 7 years, which was my first serious girlfriend. There was a part of my relationship where I actually realized I would never settle down with this girl. And it was when I was in Hollywood. I made this friend. This was before I started doing reality TV and before I was a bit of a socialite like I am now. I had this friend in Hollywood who he was a promoter, or he was involved in a lot of the VIP parties at Hollywood, like all the best parties, you know, all the celebrities he was with. And we're up there, and actually, quick story, how I became friends with him, he was in Australia, and Ivy nightclub just opened up. And yeah, way back in the days, this is 10 years ago. And I had a lot of friends in the nightclub industry in Sydney. So back then, before I was in TV, I was always going to nightclubs and stuff, and I was looked after. Ivy just opened up. I was a VIP there, had a special card. And this guy, he was a black guy from LA, and he was trying to get in, and they're like, no, you're not coming in. And he's like, I'm from Hollywood, like, you know, I work for all the biggest celebrities, blah, blah. And they're like, yeah, we don't want to hear it. And with my card, I can walk anyone in. And I walked up to him and I said, listen, I'm going to walk you in on a whim. I'm going to walk you in, but one day I'm going to go to Hollywood, and then you're going to take me to your VIP party.
Oh.
He's like, bro, I will. I shook my hand, added me on Facebook, not even Instagram back then. And his name was Joseph. And he added me. And then nothing more of it. 3 years later, my girlfriend booked a trip to America, LA, Vegas. And I landed, I messaged him, hey, Joseph, I'm in town. Like, it's time to look after me. He goes, all right, what day do you land? Told him. Susie goes, all right, Spider-Man, the amazing Spider-Man, the red carpet, just got released in Hollywood. He goes, I'm going to invite you to the red carpet. You're going to walk the red carpet with all the celebrities. I'm going to give you and your girlfriend a VIP band. We're going to go to the after party. This time, be here. And I was so excited. So as soon as
I've had goosebumps right now. This is so
these sort of parties. So as soon as I landed, I told my girlfriend, I was like, wow, it's so awesome. You know, my friend Joseph is going to take us we're going to do a red carpet. It's going to the first movie premiere. All the actors are going to be there. And she looked at me. She said, you know, Mikey, I don't know why you're so excited about these things. That turns me off. She goes, I'm not here for that. I'm here to see like LA. The things that excite you really turns me off because I can't believe you're into that. And I was thinking, you know, any other person I thought would like share my energy and be equally excited. And she just brought me right down. And at the moment I was like, you know what? This isn't the right person for me. Funny enough, when we're walking that red carpet, and all the actors are there, she was the first one running to get the photos, and we had a great time. He took us to another party. He took us to so much, actually. It was a great experience, and but that trip there was my moment when I realized, hang on a sec, I don't think this is the right girl for me.
And now I go back to what you said at the beginning. You attract people like to match your energy. You understand? Like,
but I think that's how the universe works, to be honest. I think the right people are drawn to each other eventually.
That's insane, man. Yeah. It's such a great story.
Yeah, it's such a great story. It just goes to show, you know, you never know who someone is, you know. That was just a chance. And through him, through those events I went through, I met this girl, a lady that works in Universal Studios, who's in Hollywood. This was 10 years ago, and her name's Ozzy. And I'm still, like, one of my best friends. I still talk to this day. She's in Hollywood. She does all the big parties. So every time I go to LA, she, like, hooks me up for all the red carpets and all the premieres. And, yeah.
That's amazing, man.
One thing leads to another.
That's amazing. Like, it's just so cool, like how the universe work, and that all makes sense now. And so, how long was your relationship with her?
So it was like almost 7 years, but that was towards the end.
Man,
my 20s, so 23 to 30. Yeah.
Oh, that's the longest relationship I've ever heard about, man.
I know, but you know the thing is, it was my first serious one, so I didn't really know what I wanted, and I just thought this was normal, you know. But the thing is, I never wanted to really settle down and get married, have kids, all that. And she wanted that. And it got to the point where she's like, you know, are you going to stop partying and doing this TV stuff? And I was like, probably not, you know. And then she's like, I think we should just go our separate ways. And to be honest, after we broke up, it was a bit hard because, you know.
So she broke up?
Well, it was kind of a mutual thing. We weren't happy, you know. Got to that stage of our life where neither of us were happy. But
yeah.
And then, like, even when I did, so the Romanian trip we did for that Dracula show, that relationship was just pretty much platonic. We were just friends. We were just good friends, but like it was just nothing there. The spark was gone by that stage.
Yeah.
It was shortly after that show we broke up. But ever since I broke up with her, honestly, life went straight upwards. Because then I started doing everything I wanted to do. I didn't realize how much I was missing out on by, you know, staying with her. Because she added to her path in life. There's no bad blood. She still follows me on Instagram. So yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. And like I think it's a story that teach people a lot because you had this long relationship for most of your 20s.
Yeah.
And now you're living your best.
I only started living in my 30s. That's right. My best years happened in my 30s.
Now you're living your best, man. Like I kind of like, as you said, like I did the opposite. Different relationships, man, like in different like intercourses, but now I think I finally found a girl that like I wanna die next to this girl, man. Like I wanna, you know, like to the very end. I don't even see like I know like guys, you know, like you see a hot chick, you get horny, you know what I mean? Like but my girl like it's just like, man, it's just I don't even want to do anything without her anymore. Like,
so no more Tinder.
No more Tinder, man. Oh, well.
Obviously, like
I lost an iPhone.
You lost an iPhone.